Oh, what a rush! What is up, the Bomb Squad? And those little doomers out there. This is Donna Bomb, and I am back once again for another action packed wrestling figure review. And what a rush this is indeed, because I have here the Ringside Collectibles. It is the Unsanctioned Classic Superstars Series 1 with Hawk and Animal. The Road Warriors are also known as the Legion of Doom. Oh man, the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom, they were my favorite tag team as a kid. I always loved wrestlers with face paint and masks. And these guys definitely were checking the boxes for me back then. And to me, in my opinion, they are the greatest tag team ever to this day. They just beat the hell out of everybody that was in their path, took no names, and that's what it is. Unfortunately, both Hawk and Animal have passed on, and that's quite the shame, but unfortunately it is what it is. But they will always be remembered fondly when I watch my old classic WWF matches on YouTube and whatever it is. So they were my favorite tag team, and if you're Ringside Collectibles, you're really starting off with the heavy hitters right here. You know, right now they're not under contract with WWE Mattel or AEW Jazzwares, which would make no sense if they were. So if you're Ringside Collectibles and you're bringing out a new line, you couldn't start off with the heavier hitters than the Legion of Doom. What a rush. So when I first heard about a month or so ago that Ringside Collectibles was coming out with this line, Unsanctioned Classic Superstars, I wasn't sure what we were going to get. You know, a lot of people were saying where they're going to be like the Jax figures. Are they going to be like retros? Are they going to be like the Superstars line or their Bell to Bell line that they had been producing? And I was hoping that this would be what it would be. Fully articulated figures at scale with the current WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and some of the other lines out there. This is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what we got. I look forward to the future of this line. I don't know how, how often they're going to be adding to the, how many series they're going to come out with. Hopefully it's like a once a month thing. Wishful thinking. I'm hoping we can get a lot of the other guys that haven't been signed to WWE Mattel yet, or guys that maybe haven't had a license like these guys in a while. I think, it's been about 10 years since the Road Warriors Legion of Doom had figures out. I think, WWE Mattel back in maybe 2014 or 2015. So finally, they're back and better than ever. Well, at least that's what I'm here to see. So this is an unboxing I'm looking forward to. Like I said, I love the Road Warriors. And let's see here's the packaging right here. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the future of this line to see where it goes. You can get all those guys we haven't gotten yet, like, Hercules, Dino Bravo, the Killer Bees, the Rougeau brothers, and my favorite wrestler, the Genius, Lanny Poffo, maybe Macho Man before he goes back to Mattel. Speaking of, the brothers there, Poffo brothers. There we go. Look at them right there. We have there we go, Ringside Collectible Toys. And there's Ringside right there. All the jibber jabber down there. The back right over here. Unsanctioned Superstars. I do like the packaging. You have Animal, 6'2", 305 pounds. Hawk, 6'3", 270. With their intimidating makeup. Their scowling, tongue sticking out. The spiky shoulder pads. Just playing all the hits. So hopefully, they do a new one each month or every other month, because I am here for it. I'm in this for the long haul. So, and I know I was actually very lucky when I came home the day that they dropped. I was able to get this set right before they sold out. They had variants out there that I was hoping to get too with red and gray, but they were sold out. So, but I was very happy to get these because of right now they're back on Ringside's website, but the pre-order, it doesn't look like they're going to be there until June. So I'm glad I got mine while they were still in stock. What a time to be alive. All right, so the Road Warriors, also known as the Legion of Doom, were iconic professional wrestlers known for their intimidating presence, face paint, and spiked shoulder pads. Hawk and Animal dominated the tag team scene in the 1980s and 90s with their brute strength, intense style, and finishing off opponents with their signature move, the Doomsday Device, which was a hell of a move. What a rush! Oh, man. All right, let's get into this. I'm already about 5 minutes in. People are probably sick of me talking. Like I said, Series 1, Ringside Collectibles, exclusive, unsanctioned classic Superstars Series 1. Get them out of the plastic prison, as my friend Kyle Peterson says. Anybody interested in seeing more wrestling figure reviews, check out Kyle Peterson. He's one of the best in the business. And like I said, here they are under plastic prison, as Kyle says. Let's get right into it. We'll start off with Hawk. Actually, let's go to his accessories. I don't know if they're, no, they're not latched in here. Isn't that awesome? And I might as well take Animal out as well. They both can be released from prison early. Yeah, I really can't wait to get into these. All right. Come on out, Animal, and join your buddy Hawk. All right, here we go with Hawk. There he is right there. You know who that is. It's Hawk. Complete with the spiky shoulder pads. And this attire just reminds me of their WWF run back in, 1990, 1991, 92. And they are removable. Like to see that. There he is with the physique. He has the six-pack there. He was more cut than Animal, but Animal had more mass, if that makes any sense. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Look at that action. And a lot of people were saying that these could be Jazzwares figures. Nobody's really said, Ringside hasn't said anything about that being the case, and neither has Jazzwares, but they're very similar look to the Jazzwares, especially the Supreme line. But as far as articulation goes, Hawk has the removable head, can go up and down like that pretty good. He has the bicep cut, double jointed pinless arms, removable hands. These do feel a lot like Jazzwares. These definitely feel more Jazzwares-like than Mattel-like. But, they haven't said anything yet. Oh, is this a little loose here? Let's hope not. Maybe a tad. There is the ab crunch. Not too significant. The waist twists a little bit. You can do the sweet chin music like that. The Hawk splits. I don't think I ever seen Hawk do the splits, but man, that's some glare. It's good to get some sun here in Northeast Ohio for once. It's like 60 degrees out, but that is some glare off my bald head. Yeah, there he is. We have thigh cut. It has removable knee pads, so I can't see what the knee articulation is, but if I had to guess, it'd probably be double jointed. Probably pin knees, I'm guessing. Looks hard to tell. I don't want to take these knee pads off because I'm afraid they won't go back on. We have boot cut. The ankles kind of ratchet up and down, which is pretty good. I've seen ankles be a lot worse. This does remind me more of Jazzwares than the Mattel. So, and then his accessories are, we have just a couple of different, there's a fist, a mic holding hand, another mic or weapon holding hand, and then a palmed hand right there, bitch slapping hand. And then, this is probably the head sculpt I'm going to use, and that is the classic Hawk with the tongue sticking out. He can do it. He's one of the guys that could get away with the tongue sticking out as far as the head sculpt would go. What a rush indeed. All right, let's get into Animal real quick. There he is right there. Like I said, unfortunately, both Animal and Hawk have since passed away. I think Hawk passed away back in like 2003, 2004, so a long time ago. And then Animal, I think, passed away back in like 2020, 2021, something like that. So, and Animal's son was an NFL football player back in, the 2010s? Was it John? No, John Laurinaitis was his brother. This is Joe Laurinaitis, and then his son played for the Rams, linebacker. One of the Laurinaitis. And there, the removable spikes. And actually, if you look at these are very detailed. These are better than the Mattel shoulder pads, in my opinion. More detail. And you see Animal. Looks like his head's a little too small for the body. But he has basically the same outfit as Hawk, except for the different colored knee pads. This is red. Hawk's are black. They do have Animal's tattoos on his arm, which is cool. Yeah, Animal's head looks a little small. His neck should be a little thicker. But look at, they both have different torsos. Animal has more of the stockier look, where Hawk is more ripped. There they are back there. Well, I guess you can... Yeah, there we go. I like to see the difference in torsos. They could have just reused the torso for both guys, you know, the entire body. And they chose not to, which is very appreciated. All right. One thing that I think is a miss is, you know, Animal has the mohawk here, but I know him with, he usually has those side line, and then it goes back into the tail. He had a really long tail, and I don't remember a time where he didn't have those sideburns, or whatever you want to call them, going back into the tail. So this is just a straight mohawk. I don't remember him not having the tail ever, but I mean, especially in WWF back in like 1990, 91, you know, where this attire, I think, is from. So won't go over articulation because they're the same, but Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom. Definitely what a rush. What is going on here with Hawk's arm? I don't want to break anything because I've already had 2 breakages. And if I break these, I'm going to have to wait a long time to get another one. So let's put his shoulder pads back on. Put Animals back on here. Get the accessories out of here. I think this is a pretty good hit for their first attempt at 6-7 inch articulated figures. This is exactly what I wanted, exactly what I was hoping for, and this is exactly what I got. What a rush. Let's bring out some friends. I will bring out my WWE Mattel Road Warriors. They're on stand. Actually, before that, let me see if it fits on the ringside stand. These are the Jazzwares version. This is for the Unrivaled, Unmatched line. So they're not going to fit on WWE stands. They're going to fit on Jazzwares AEW stands. So what does that tell you there? Could that be a work? And I wouldn't mind, Ringside Collectibles and Jazzwares and cahoots. They make some good AEW exclusive figures. There's some of my favorites, like behind me, Tony Storm, Jay White. We have a Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, all Ringside Collectible exclusives. So I would be here for that. So let's bring in, let's see. See, Animal here has that, see the sideburns or whatever you want to call it, and then the tail. So I think that's missing. I don't remember a time where he didn't have that. So this is their look back in the their NWA WCW days back in the late 80s, or actually even going back to the mid 80s in like AWA. So they scale pretty good. It looks like they're taller. Looks like they're taller than the Mattel figures, but the Mattel figures might be a little more on the beefier side. Well, maybe not. I know there's an Animal, the other Animal that has this attire is actually beefier. So this one actually is still a little thin, so they scale pretty well, I'd have to say. So Smoke and Mirrors, you can have them together. Let's put them over here. Let's bring out some Jazzwares figures. Another tag team. We'll have Ray Phoenix and Penta. You see that? They're a little bit taller than they are, which in real life they were anyway. But that's a quality tag team right there. Let's bring in a, let's see, this would be a Super 7 New Japan figure, Bushi. He's bigger than they are too. Or they're bigger than he is, I should say. Super 7. Let's bring in Boss Fight Studio Ultimo Dragon from their basic line. You know, they're bigger than Ultimo Dragon, so this scales pretty well, even though I thought the boss fight Lucha Libre figure scaled a little bit smaller than Mattel and Jazzwares, but hopefully they'll make a elite version of the Ultimo Dragon. And then last but not least, let's bring in Storm Collectibles. Jushin Thunder Liger with his black attire. Storm Collectibles makes some good wrestling figures. I just wish they made more of them. They're a little bit beefier, more muscular than they should be, but once again, smoke and mirrors. You can display them all together. So look at this. The Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom, coming from Ringside Collectibles' brand new line, the Unsanctioned Classic Superstars. Right? Is that what it's called? Unsanctioned Classic Superstars. What a rush. So I don't know who's gonna be in Series 2, but I'm looking forward to it. So, and if you guys are interested, hit Ringside Collectibles right now, and you'll see they're available, but you'll have to wait till June to get them. So, but they are definitely worth the wait. And I look forward to seeing what the future of this line holds. Just like the big rubber guys from the Collect Major. My favorite era is the 1985 to 1991 time frame. So these guys are right in the middle of that. So keep them coming, Ringside. Keep them coming, big rubber guys. Because I'm here for it all the way, baby. What a rush that is. And until the next one, this is Don the Bomb. Remember these words, wrestling fans. And that is, all that glitter isn't gold. For Animal, for Hawk, and everybody else, this is Don the Bomb. May peace be with you. What a rush. Oh, baby.